Our best in the game this week, Raesjon Davis joins us now. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, Max Brown. What's going on, Raesjon?
Nothing much, man. How you guys
Get that mic up on you so we can hear you nice and loud. It's great to have you, and just great to see you off to such a big-time start this season. What's it felt like for you? You've had to wait your turn a little bit, but you've really seized your opportunity. How's the season felt for you?
This season has really been a dream come true for me. Just being able to start from my first career start for Trojans, so it's been a dream come true. I would definitely say we're just going to continue to build on this 3-0 season. So just continue growing and continue getting better each day at practice.
Raesjon, talk about your mentality a little bit. Obviously, you come into the season and you're running with the twos. You're watching the guys work out there. Some injuries come out and you got to be ready to go. What's the mentality take to be ready to go when your number's called and it's time for you to step up?
The mentality is just always be ready when your number is called. That's what my parents teach me. Like you're never gonna be able to tell if you're gonna start or not. So if you put in the work and you're out there practicing hard, you'll be ready when your number is called, and just be able to make plays when you get out there and show you're ready. You belong out there.
Yep. It was always a pet peeve of mine as a player when I was a backup, and then you get in the game and you have success, and then this narrative builds of oh, he's finally comfortable and he's finally confident and all that. And the media runs with that. Even the coaches might say that. Because for me, it's always man, I've been this way. I've been confident. I've been doing this. You just haven't seen that. How much of it, do you relate to that at all? Or is there something to be said about, hey, I needed those maybe, learning points earlier on in my career to get that confidence and to get to the point that you're at now where it's so exciting moving forward?
I would definitely say I needed those points just because in high school I wasn't an off-ball linebacker. I was more on the ball. So definitely taking those learning points that I was learning from Coach Odom, just building that throughout the year, my sophomore year, building those those mentality, those motions, playing inside linebacker off the ball, reading those pullers and stuff. I feel like that helped me out. And just helped me get more used to playing behind the ball, but definitely having that confidence of I've been here before. I know how to play football. I've been playing football since I was 5, so just having that confidence out there, it's still the same way, same football you've been playing your whole life. So definitely, I would say that confidence part does play a big factor.
You're listening to Raesjon Davis on Trojans Live, junior linebacker. You mentioned your parents earlier. Who do you turn to? Who gives you that wisdom and that ear? Maybe during some frustrating times in the first couple of years, you were recruited by a different staff, so you had to already go through a coaching change. I mean, it certainly hasn't gone completely according to plan. So who's in your corner that you lean on to talk to about these things?
Definitely my father. He sends me motivational quotes every day. Just wakes me up with good morning text, I love you, have a great day, get the day started. So definitely I would say my father is my big mentor. He pushes me to get better every day, don't quit on myself, practice hard. When you get your opportunity in practice, you got to take advantage of them. And then if you practice hard and make plays in practice, you'll be able to play on the field. So he's my biggest mentor, definitely.
In this modern age of football and defense, it seems like the linebacker has to put on many hats, right? The linebackers used to come downhill and stuff to run, and now it's such an air raid game, and you got to play everything. What's a great linebacker in your mind, and what does Coach Odom teach you about being a great? What are the all-encompassing features of a great linebacker?
One thing that we watch, or one player that we watch, is Fred Warner.
Yeah.
So he's that's Coach Odom thinks he's the best linebacker in the league.
I would not disagree.
Yeah, we always watch him and Greenlaw and the 49ers, how they play, and then also the Bills. So we watch a lot of NFL football, watch how they react to pullers, how they play in zones, break on the ball. So I would definitely say those linebackers are big in our eyes. And Ray Lewis, he also loves Ray Lewis. Yeah. Those three are our big big watches that we watch, and then we also watch Brian Cushion and dudes like that from SC days.
Yep.
Does your dad send you Ray Lewis motivation stuff at all?
He sends me Ray Lewis, Eric Thomas, anybody that's super motivational. He sends me that. Ed Reed too. Has a lot of dudes. That'll
get you fired up. I didn't realize that you primarily played on the ball in high school. Outside of just the obvious, and that you have a defensive line in front of you. Mm-hmm. Unpack the transition there from on the ball to off the ball, and what was the biggest challenge there getting used to that new position?
Definitely, the difference would be playing against pullers and playing against full zone. Because when you when I was on the ball, it was mostly I'm contain rush. I'm coming off the ball.
Go
get the quarterback, go get the football. So that's really, it was more of just not a lot of thinking. He said, Just now, when you off the ball, you got to read pullers, you got to drop into zones, you got to play downhill at the same time. You got to be able to read your keys and play fast. Like, that's just a big difference, I would say, from like playing high school to college, definitely.
You're listening to Raesjon Davis on Trojans Live. There was not a ton of positives to take out of that Tulane bowl game defensively, but you were one. I remember you popped late in that game. How much did that give you just a little bit of an extra springboard into the offseason that you were able to be out there and look comfortable and make some plays on that stage?
Definitely that game helped me just get comfortable out there just because that was like my first time playing in like the third quarter. Like it wasn't no like fourth quarter minutes. So getting out there and playing out there, it was like made me more comfortable and just helped me out for spring ball just because I had already had that feeling before. I was able to make plays and it just kind of slowed things down for me, I would say also.
Important to get that mental break during the bye week. How'd you pull away from football for maybe a day or two? What'd you get?
So I went to my friend's birthday party. Tone, he's on the team. We went there Friday night, and then Saturday I just hang out with some group of friends, chilled, went on the rooftop, hit the hot tub. It was just getting away from football.
Now it's time to go, man. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Is the bye week a little different when you have a established role now versus maybe in years past? This was probably like a game week for you as a backup.
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely we had like a hard practice last week. Like all three of our practices were hard, and then Thursday we kind of tuned it down. But just you got to stay. Like when you know you're getting in that game, you know you got to stay in the playbook. You know you got to watch film. You like every day you still got to watch film. You can't just take a day off, otherwise the opponent will gain on you.
Well, it's great watching you thrive out there. Looking for more this season. Raesjon Davis and the Trojans will take on the Sun Devils on Saturday.